What if the strongest, boldest, most unstoppable version of you has been waiting quietly inside you this whole time? It's time to meet your other self. What if I told you there's a power inside you right now waiting to take the reins? A version of you that fears nothing, bows to no limit, and transforms every stumble into a leap forward. That's your other self, my friend, and it's the secret to becoming unstoppable. For years, I wandered chasing shadows of success, ducking the sting of failure, trapped by my own doubts. Then, one bitter night in 1927, pacing endlessly around a lonely schoolhouse in West Virginia, I met my other self. It turned my life upside down and for the better. Today, I'm here to hand you the map to find yours. This isn't about luck or some rare gift. It's about awakening a force that's been with you all along, begging you to claim it. Let's begin. Let me tell you something straight from the heart. Your other self isn't some stranger lurking in the shadows. It's you, raw and real, stripped bare of fear and lit up with faith. It's that quiet voice in the storm whispering, keep going, when every fiber of your being screams, quit. I know it well. It's the force that yanked me out of poverty's grip in West Virginia, where I stood broken on a cold Christmas Eve in 1923, and drove me to publish the philosophy that became my life's work. That's no fairy tale. It's the truth of what lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. Here's the deeper truth. Two entities wrestle inside you every day. One's a coward ruled by fear, fear of failure, fear of what folks might say, fear of the next punch life lands. That one keeps you soft, timid, stuck in the mud, flinching at every jab the world throws your way. Is it the voice that says, take it easy, or you can't do this? Then there's the other, the real you, fueled by faith, bold as brass, unshakable and unstoppable. That's your other self. It doesn't cower. It commands. It doesn't bend. When I hid in terror after a friend's murder, fear had me in its claws until faith stepped in and turned me around. You've got that same power, my friend, if you just reach for it. Now, let's face the hard truth. Why haven't you found your other self yet? It's not because it's hiding. It's because you've let fear tighten its grip around your soul. Fear is a sly devil, my friend. It doesn't shout. It whispers excuses in your ear, setbacks blown up bigger than life, indecision that freezes you dead in your tracks. I know that grip. After my friend Don Mele was gunned down, I hid in West Virginia and on a pistol, jumping at every shadow. My courage was gone, eaten by fear. Most of you are hiding too, not from bullets, maybe, but from failure, from what folks might say, from the dark unknown. That's fear keeping your other self locked away. It wasn't cash holding me back, even though I had no money. It was my softness, my willingness to settle for less than I could be. You're doing it too, telling yourself you can't, you won't, you're not enough. That's not life stopping you, it's you stopping you. Your other self doesn't see limits. It sees possibilities. Until you tear down those mental walls, it'll stay silent. And then there's the waiting game. Too many of you sit idle, waiting for the stars to align, the perfect moment, the foolproof plan. I waited too, years of drifting, stalling, until life kicked me hard in 1923, stranded in broken Columbus. Only then did I move. Your other self doesn't wait for permission or a clear path. It acts, it pushes, it carves the way. Stop looking for the right time. It's now. Fear, limits, delay. These are the chains holding you back. Break them and your other self will rise. That's what's next, how to set it free. Now, my friend, let's turn to the heart of it. How do you awaken this other self slumbering within you? I've walked this road, and I light the way with the lessons I've learned. Here are 5 steps to call it forth, and they begin where I began, in the fire of trial. Step 1, face the emergency. It starts with a crisis, your testing time. I hit mine in 1923, stranded in Columbus, Ohio, with no funds and no plan, a man broken and lost. You may be there now, jobless, doubting, mired in the quicksand of despair. Don't turn away. Stand firm. That's when your other self rises. I found mine pacing a schoolhouse in West Virginia, forced to think my way out of ruin. Life's hardest blows aren't meant to crush you. They're the forge where your faith is tempered. Face them, and you'll see it step into command. Step 2, choose faith over fear. You must walk away from fear's shadow. In 1927, with just $40 in my pocket, I drove to Philadelphia and took a suite in the finest hotel, not because I had the means, but because faith made me do it. Fear called it folly. My other self called it destiny. Doubt is a thief. Silence it. Let every comment, every setback slide past you unmoved. As you've learned, act as the person you aim to become, unshaken, and the world will bend to your will. Faith isn't a wish. It's a force, and it's yours to claim. Step 3, define your purpose. Clarity is the spark that wakes your other self. My burning desire was to share a philosophy of achievement with the world. That fire drove me through years of toil. What's yours? Ask yourself, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Write it down, plain and bold. Your other self thrives on a mission greater than your own comfort, a purpose that pulls you forward when all else falters. Without it, you drift. With it, you conquer. Step 4, act boldly. Faith without deeds is an empty shell. I called over 300 souls seeking $25,000, my body weary, my mind stretched, until Albert Pelton answered. Edison faced 10,000 failures before his bulb lit the night. Action is the bridge from dreams to reality. Take that step today, even if fear clutches at you. Your other self will guide your hand. Success isn't for those who wait. It's for those who move, who build habits of discipline and strike when the iron's hot. Step 5, build resilience. Setbacks aren't defeat. They're the seed of triumph. Lincoln lost election after election. I abandoned ventures that could have made me rich, yet we rose. Every fall carries a lesson, every hardship a strength. Don't ask, why me? Ask, what does this teach me? Your other self turns every stumble into a comeback, forging an unshakable spirit. I walk through fear and poverty to find my path. You can walk through yours to find greatness. These steps aren't mere words. They're the chisel I use to carve my fate, drawn from the truths that studying many successful people, as well as failures, has given me. Reject softness, master your mind. Become the person success seeks. Your other self waits. Awaken it, and nothing will stand in your way. Once your other self takes command, my friend, you don't just awaken it, you live it, day by day, until it's as natural as breathing. I've walked this path, and I'll show you how it feels to stand unshaken, to build a life of power and peace. Let me paint the picture. First, you become unshakable. When your other self rules, nothing sways you. Insults, they fall like leaves in the wind. I learned this hiding from fear in 1926, mastering silence over panic. Failures, mere lessons. I turned poverty in 1923 into the seed of my philosophy. Pressure, I faced the depression storms while others crumbled. My faith a steady flame. You too can walk through life's chaos calm, untouched, a presence that commands respect without a word. Every jab, every slight, you let it pass, for your mind is your fortress. Next, it's about discipline, the backbone of your days. Your other self doesn't drift on whims. It builds with purpose. I wrote my manuscripts through nights of doubt, rising early, pushing past weariness, because success demands consistency. You've learned this too. Wake when others sleep. Act when others hesitate. Forge habits that turn dreams into deeds. It's not bursts of effort, but steady steps, day after day, that crown you with victory. Finally, find joy in giving, for that's where peace lies. My other self taught me happiness isn't in hoarding, but in helping. I found it sharing my work with millions, not chasing gold. Take stock of your blessings, your sound body, your free mind, your chance to lift others and give thanks. In 1927, broke but bold, I saw my fortune in what I could offer. Live this way, your other self grows stronger. A light no shadow can dim. So here we stand, my friend, at the end of this journey, but it's only the beginning of yours. Your other self is no mystery. It's your faith, your resilience, your purpose, forged in the fire of crisis and steeled by daily choice. I found it on a bleak Christmas Eve in 1923, broke but unbroken, pacing that schoolhouse until it spoke. It's carried me through fear, doubt, and warmth, making me unshakable. Now it's your turn. Face your testing time. Choose faith over fear. Act boldly with a purpose that burns within you and live it every day disciplined, calm, giving. That's the path I've laid before you, tested in my own life and proven in the truths you've shared. Your only limit is the one you accept. Cast it off. I ask you now, where will you find your other self? Don't wait for life to force your hand. Seize this moment. Tonight, write one goal, clear and bold. Tomorrow, take one step, no matter how small. Watch my next message, for I have more to reveal. Subscribe to this journey, for together we'll unlock greater truths. Your other self awaits. Let it guide you to greatness. Begin today.